Rob, what is our first main topic today?
John, our first main topic comes to us from Alan Renshaw. I saw in Variety that it said James Gunn, Peter Saffron are exploring ways to incorporate Reeves Batman into their DCEU plans. One of the things that made that movie so great was that it felt separate and could explore much darker themes than maybe the DCEU could. What are your thoughts about the news, and could this mean that we could see Pattinson and Phoenix Joker square off?
All right, Alan, thanks a lot for sending that in. And yeah, like yesterday and the day before, I started getting inundated with these messages that, did you hear? They're gonna make Robert Pattinson's Batman, the DCU Batman. They're gonna build it around the DCU, to which I thought, well, that would be because we've said on this show for a while, right? Because the Batman is in my top 5 favorite films of the year still. I love that movie. But because it's so good, a lot of people are like, we'll build the new DC universe around that. But one of the things that we've said on this show a lot, Rob, is that, well, that doesn't work. Like, Matt Reeves created this Batman specifically for a quote-unquote real world. That the supernatural does not fit in this world. This world that Matt Reeves has created, there's no room for a Batman or a Wonder Woman or a Cyborg or a Flash, I don't feel. Because the reason it works is because it's so grounded, so gritty. So, again, it sounds weird to say about a comic book movie, but quote-unquote real.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes, of course, Matt back here says he'll take it. But now, apparently we don't have to worry about that because James Gunn has swiftly shot that rumor down. Now, here's where this all came from. This is a tweet here. We'll bring it up on my screen here, okay, Jonathan. This came from a tweet from Variety. And Variety had put out, a well-placed source tells Variety that James Gunn and Peter Saffron are exploring the possibility of incorporating Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson's Batman into their wider DC universe. All right. Well, James Gunn came out and said, there are few reporters that I love more than Adam B. Very, I don't know what the name of the writer is, but truly a good guy. But in this case, he needs to get a new source, as this is entirely untrue. So that coming from the co-CEO of DC Films, that this is completely untrue. So, Rob, I don't know if you heard the same stuff I did. Like, I was getting inundated with stuff the last 24, 48 hours, people saying, Robert Pattinson's Batman is going to be the DCU Batman. James Gunn shoots it down. And I'm glad he shot it down because, look, if James Gunn did do this, it's not what I would have done, but I trust James Gunn, and I would have been, okay, let's see what his plan is. But really, and somebody had asked me this on the open mic I did last night. It's like, what do you think about Robert Pattinson's becoming the new DCU? I said, no, I just don't see it. Again, going back to what we said before, the world that Matt Reeves designed it's like the world that Christopher Nolan designed. There was no room for a Superman or, a Lobo or whatever, or an Aquaman in that particular thing. And Matt Reeves, I think, even doubled down on that, on the quote unquote realism even more. But I know, Rob, you heard about the initial report. Do you think there could have been merit to doing something like that? And what do you think about James Gunn's response?
No, I mean, here's the thing. We now have a studio executive that is used to going on social media because that's where James Gunn came from. Maybe a little
too comfortable with it.
Maybe, but I do think that coming out, they've realized that I think by debunking all of these things and just coming out, he puts an end to that speculation, which I think is only a good thing. Because I think it gets in the way of what it is they're going to do. They're going to make their big announcement. They're going to make a big splash. And I think that you said it yourself very well, that Matt Reeves has created a universe unto itself the same way that Nolan did. And I like that he is exploring facets of the Batman character in a way that we haven't seen done on screen before. And immediately, like, I want to watch these movies without the distraction of how is this going to fit into the larger... There are no superheroes other than Batman in this universe. I like that. I like that because I can concentrate on the Batman story that's being told. I think because of the MCU, and I love the MCU, this idea that we're asking ourselves, well, how does this fit in some larger story before we've even enjoyed the movie itself is sort of distracting. And it's robbing us, I think, the fan community as a whole, of sitting down and enjoying a movie for its own sake. Just sitting down and being like, I'm going to pay attention to this film. What is this film showing me? And, I recently rewatched Matt Reeves' Batman, and, I was just taken with the spell it casts And I'm glad that I'm not going, well, when's Superman going to show up? Because, I think that letting the movie wash over you and seeing what Matt Reeves was doing with the character of Batman makes it fascinating and makes it better. And I think that now that we know that, okay, if they're going to do a Batman trilogy, I can concentrate on the different facets of the Batman character that Matt Reeves is letting us explore. The detective of it.
Right.
The fact that he's also obsessed about, it's the first time we've seen Batman obsessed about taking care of the city. Like, he even questions at the beginning of the movie, I've been doing this now for 2 years. What have I done?
Yeah.
Crime is up. And I like the fact that this is the first psychological Batman that we've really got, where literally we're hearing from inside his head. I love that.
The other thing about that I really like, and this is why I got so excited about Joker being a standalone movie, Matt Reeves' Batman being standalone, is that it maintains this idea that Batman is unique in his universe. He is unique in that world, right? That's one of the reasons why I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Like, when Spider-Man was unique in the world. When you get into the shared cinematic universe stuff, like the MCU, which I love the MCU, I love DC, all that kind of stuff. But when you get into that, there are now 17 crime fighters on the roof of every single 7-Eleven patrolling for crime. None of them are unique in the world anymore. And Matt Reeves' thing is that Batman is truly an oddity in his universe, and I love that.
Well, you said the same about Joker. One of the things about Joker is Joker exists as a reflection of Batman in the comics, but the Joker that Joaquin Phoenix gave us is a reflection of us, the audience.
Yes.
And any one of us could have a bad day, or any one of us could be, we're seeing it across the land now. How many Jokers are out there in real life? And if there was a Batman in that universe, it would distract from what really is going on in Todd Phillips' Joker. And that's why seeing somebody who shares your madness, like the Harley Quinn, it's not about the villains that are going to face Batman.
Well, I do.
Yeah, what happens when two people who share the same madness get together?
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? There were rumblings going around that the Robert Pattinson Batman was now going to be entering the DC universe. Well, James Gunn has shot that down. Are you glad? Are you breathing a sigh of relief like I am that he did? Maybe you kind of thought they should. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a second to thank the sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. It is the most festive time of the year, and HelloFresh is here to help make the most of every moment. From holiday hosting to dinners during busy weeknights, you can count on HelloFresh to deliver fresh ingredients and seasonal recipes. Because 'tis the season for saving money wherever we can. HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery store shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout. You can use those savings for holiday gifts or treat yourself. Guys, I've told you before that with Ann and I both being working professionals, finding time to prepare dinner together can be a chore, but HelloFresh has made it easy and fun for us to make our own meals, and most importantly to me, they're delicious. You will actually enjoy making dinner. So right now, go to HelloFresh.com/Campea18 and use the code Campea18 for 18 free meals plus free shipping. Once again, go to HelloFresh.com/Campea18 and use the code Campea18 for 18 free meals plus free shipping.